Welcome to my video and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be working on the Forens vehicle, not on the exterior so much but and the interior. So what I want to achieve today is basically make like a general layout for the floor and the wheel arches that fit on the inside of a body, and that will also claim the space that I need to mold my my wheel arches around when I design a low profile hood, for example. So yeah, let's get started with that. We will design the floor and some tubs for the inner wheel wells, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for tuning in. So the first thing that we are doing here is generate the outer wheel arch, and this will be like a standard outer wheel arch where I can mold other bodies to. So basically then the outer wheel arch is a black part, and a hood, for example, will fall into that. Now to create such a feature, what I'm trying to do here is actually make like an angled inlet so that I can really drop let's say the fender of the hood into the wheel arch and let it self-align itself, and so it will be self-centering and aligning itself into the wheel arch, basically, so that the hood will sit nicely and that the gaps are small as well. So that's what I'm trying to design here. Now another important step with this is that I'm not just designing a surface. I am designing, of course I'm starting with a surface, but I'm designing it to be a solid body. And for those of you who haven't watched any of my other videos, Solidworks is a great program, especially if you do mechanical engineering. But if you want to do more with design and surface modeling, it is all nice and well, but the step to go from a surface model to a solid body is quite difficult, and sometimes it works immediately and other times it fights you all the way. So it definitely takes practice on how to build a model and how to design it and how to go from a surface model to a solid body. There isn't a lot Solidworks themselves can offer on this part. They just say, okay, experience and try your best. At least that's what they told me a few years ago. Yeah, so just to be clear about this, when I design these bodies right now, I am having everything on the correct size and in the correct place. So I'm really trying to get all the bodies that I'm designing towards solid bodies. Some bodies, as I mentioned, or some surface models, they will go completely into solid bodies without any issues whatsoever, and others again fight you all the way. And sometimes it's something silly and sometimes it's completely unknown what's the issue. Another thing is that some of the features that you have with surface modeling you can also use with solid body modeling, like a Loft feature, for example. So sometimes it can be just as easy to just work from solid bodies. I am working on an interior panel for one of the hot rods that I'm designing. I will show that part in a later video. But that part I made completely out of solid bodies and just in the end shelled it, and then I had what I needed. So you also have to think about what you're doing. If you're making a very complex body, like a Jaguar E-Type style body, for example, then yeah, you should definitely do it with surface modeling and try to get it right. But if you design something simple, try and do it with solid bodies and just shell the thing and be done with it. So these are things you have to figure out for yourself, and also the features. If you have several surfaces that need to connect to each other, you have features to help those surfaces connect to each other by making them tangent, or also by using the same guidelines, or yeah, it's all these little things that help you create better models. And also there are features like zebra stripes to see how the curvature flows over a few body lines, to really see if you get the right shape or if there are dents or other strange things happening in your model. Yeah, so it's a lot of figuring out, yeah, with this it's like with some of the other things as well in life: practice, 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 and the more you practice, the better you understand what you need to do. And what I generally tend to do is that I design a car on paper, then I design a rough one surface model, and then I learn from that one, and I learn the dimensions, and I start basically a model built up out of parts. Now, since I'm doing fiberglass bodies and I don't have doors and things like that, I can basically make like a front body, a lower body section, and an upper body section, and maybe like a rear trunklet type of body section. So I have like 5, 6, 7 panels that make out the entire body. So I don't have a front fender and a front bumper and a hood, and you know, that's just one part. And since I don't have a door opening in my chassis, you get in via the roof basically. So unless it's a convertible, then you can just step in. And then you might say, yeah, whoa, get in via the roof. Yeah, but the car is with a roof on, it's only 1 meter high. So if you take the roof off, it's like 60, 70 centimeters high. So that's easy height to just step into the car. So in this video I'm focusing on the wheel arches and the floor. So I have a standard model for that, that I can basically use for most other body types to work off on. I also want to do a standard trunk liner for higher rear end cars, and I also want to do a front window frame basically, so that I have a sturdy front window frame where you can lean on when you get into the car, and have the mounting surfaces for the hood, and partially the fenders and stuff like that. And then yeah, basically you mold a targa roof type structure between the rear section of the body and the front section of the windows basically. And then yeah, that also allows me to speed up things a little bit when I'm designing cars. But of course it's figuring out that roof line and the window position that will work with a lot of cars. So therefore I also have to model several cars and to get a feeling of what kind of an angle I want to have on the front window, and how wide I want the front window to be, etc, etc. So yeah, this is just one of the steps I have to take, and I think it will save me some time in the future, because I'm always doing the same thing, generating a body, generating wheel arches, and right now I'm just making a standard model for it, spend some time on that, make sure that everything is a solid body. So this is just ready to be to go into mold making, for example, and then yeah, I can reuse those parts. At least that's the goal. So it was quite a lot of talking today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it's clear. These are quite detailed videos with what you need to do. These videos might be quite slow for most of you, but if you try and learn how to build a model and how to take the right steps, I think it will help. It is sometimes a little bit tedious, I'm sorry for that, but I will try to make next videos a little bit more faster and a little bit less detailed, so it's a little bit more interesting to watch. If you have any questions about it, if you have any questions about surface modeling, for example, please let me know. I'm happy to make a dedicated video regarding surface modeling, for example, and yeah, give some comments, and if you want to subscribe, please do so. If you like my videos, give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye bye.